envision a world where there are more leaders creating what it is they're meant to create in the world. And what leaders need are the tools to help them communicate with people, to help them actually bring their ideas to life. If you've decided that I want to lead a political campaign or I want to run for office, what I need to know is who do I need to communicate with? Who needs to vote? It's at the center of your success. We set out to build a voter file that we could offer for free to the people who wanted to lead.
Building the national voter file is a tremendously technical and challenging thing to do, because each state and many hundreds of counties have their own little iterations of the data. They store it in different ways. Even building one state file, which would serve just a small section of the customers who would use the entire voter file, could take days or even weeks.
We found ourselves employing a team of engineers to try and do that work, to try and gather all the information, to figure out a standard that we could use to convert it all into something that was relatively consistent across the country. And it was cumbersome and it was time-consuming. It took us upwards of 2 years to build the first version of our national voter file. The first time we attempted to use it to refresh the voter file in its entirety, it fell completely over. We set out to find something different. The fact that we were able to download a version of the software and just kick it off with no instruction led us to believe that the usability was really going to be where we needed it to be. And the customer success team was right there, willing to work with us and help us understand how we might translate the logic that we'd already built into a Trifacta Wrangler script that was going to be more reusable, more robust, a lot more resilient.
The difference between using this tool and building something yourself or using stuff that's available to everybody, like Microsoft Excel or OpenOffice, it's the difference between Little Leagues and Major Leagues.
What stood out to us was the simplicity of the software. It had a user interface and a simple Wrangle language that anyone in the company could acclimate to and use efficiently. As opposed to having a team of engineers, we wanted a team of political organizers or people who were really connected to what that data is and how it could be helpful for our customers.
Trifacta's impacted my job by letting us experiment. We are no longer married to a set of scripts that it takes hours and hours and days and weeks of trial and error to get working in the first place. I can kick off a script and know within minutes, maybe within a couple hours, whether or not it's going to work, what exactly went wrong, and where in the script it broke. So from a technical standpoint, that's invaluable to me because it lets us improve the product very, very quickly.
If it took us nearly 2 years to build the first version of the voter file, it takes us now a couple of months to refresh the entire thing. We're able to do it significantly more quickly, a lot more frequently, and with significantly less people.
One of the biggest new opportunities that Trifacta has allowed for us is to move with a lot more confidence with large political campaigns that are running pretty advanced operations. Here in the US, we had about 3,000 campaigns running on Nation Builder simultaneously. That included 4 of the 5 presidential candidates who were ultimately in the general election. The thing that was really cool about this was a whole lot of those 3,000 candidates would not have had access to the tools to be able to do broad-based voter engagement if we hadn't existed and hadn't been able to actually provide them with voter data.
I mean, there are any number of reasons why I would recommend Trifacta. Anyone can pick up Trifacta, get up and running, and make a difference in their workflow within minutes.